Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video. It'll be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, my peeps, my peoples. So let's talk about Your Husband is Cheating on Us. It's Mary Jane, season 1, episode 17. Let's get into it. What's up with Tandy? Tandy comes back and she's just all like, it's like she got a stink look on her face. Like she wasn't happy when she sent her daughter off to her entering 12th grade. She got Genuine's with her. They messing around. Why is she so concerned with, Deatra? Like, damn, like anytime Deatra was around, she had her nose turned up. She just wanted to be mean. And she's just acting all stink. If Leah ain't acting all stink and Leah's trying to make a relationship happen, like why is the need for you to jump in, Tandy? Leah's a grown, mature woman. She's older than you. She knows what she's doing. She's trying to handle her business and get things on point, making sure that everybody gets along in the house. And then on top of that, repairing a damaged relationship with their children, which was caused because of Tony Grant, I believe that's his name, the baby father, and Leah's ex-husband. So he was cheating on both of them, and messing around and having babies with both of them, and married at the same time, and having a mistress on the side, then dating Deatra, and then end up getting hitched with Leah. And so this story's been going around before you was born, probably before you was even in the picture. Like, damn, Tandy, you don't want to see two African-American women get along and try to heal them wounds and get their children and their family together, because the old story is, let's us women fight against each other because of this man cheated on, this man wants me, oh no, he wants you, oh no, I got his baby, oh no, I was married to him. Like, let them heal, let them show something different on reality TV, Tandy. Why you gotta be so ratchet and so ghetto? Like, damn, like you ain't acting like you want to be married to Genuine. Are you ready to take care of his 11 kids and then yours plus is 12, I guess? It's like, yo, you had your mean mug on. You was just angry. Every little thing ignored you. Like, damn, how do you actually hold down a job? Like, what if you was working somewhere else? Like, you're working at this place and you getting paid to for service, and you're not even behaving in the manner that you were hired to. You know what I mean? Like, you're causing drama in the house, and you just being so hateful. Not like, people deal with people they don't like at work. You know what I mean? But they don't go after and try to fight them. This is the second time you tried to fight Deatra. You're a younger woman. You're a stronger woman. Deatra can't even get up them steps. She got to take breath. She's like, she's not physically fit to fight a woman like you. And you want to fight a woman like Deatra? Deatra could be your mother. Like, damn, we don't got no love for our elders. You don't want to hear her stories. You don't want to hear what she accomplished. Maybe you can learn something. It's just like, damn, like, one day when you get to her age and you're around younger people, you're gonna want them to respect you. Even though I know you have a reason not to like Deatra, because of the relationship her and Leah had, and you know what went on and what went down. But wouldn't it be nice if they actually can combine and get together and not let a man control their emotions of how they feel towards each other? Like, come on. So let's get started. So we see Jermaine. We get a little take of Jermaine. Jermaine's back on the scene. Jermaine's back on the set. We see him, and he actually meets up with, Tony Terry first, and he actually explains when he's talking to Kristen, Jermaine, because Kristen goes to see, Jermaine, that actually, he was probably going to be fired ahead of time because, JD went to go see Tony Terry a week before he fired him. But JD was probably actually looking at, Jermaine's behavior, not learning his lines, and all this other stuff, falling asleep. And so he was prepared for something. You always got to prepare for the worst. You hope for the best, but you prepare for the worst. Genuine gave Jermaine, like, the kudos to do this, but like Jermaine said, he was miscast for the role. He couldn't play Marvin. I believe if Jermaine really wanted to play Marvin, he could have, but, it just didn't go down that way. But we see that him and Christian really built a friendship, and they really are truly friends. And Christian actually has, Jermaine's back. So let's get started. So we have, Leah is talking to, Deatra. They're talking and having a conversation, talking about Jermaine being let go. Deatra Hicks is kind of happy and about the situation because her and Jermaine didn't get along. Jermaine gave her a hard time. Jermaine teamed up with Tandy plenty of times to give her a hard time, and then Kristen joined in, but Leah, she joined in a little bit, but then she forgave Deatra and gave her a pass. But Deatra didn't do anything that was so sustainable for the hate that she received from Tandy at all all the criticism that she received from Jermaine, because Jermaine and, you know, Deatra act just alike. He was upset that, oh, she was making noise, she's so loud, she's singing, but he did the same thing. He did the same thing in the house. They both act like they have ADHD. No shade to anybody that does. And so anyways, Deatra, she probably should have kept her mouth closed and didn't say anything to Leah, but she was like, you know, Jermaine disrespected the cast, he disrespected us, he disrespected Jermaine. He can't, like, you know, say he's not going to read and he's not ready to read his script or rehearse. You know, that's just total disrespect to us. And so, yes, she was right. She was true in what she said, but maybe she should have kept it to herself, because actually Leah goes back and she tells Tandy this information, and it just gives Tandy more ammunition to build up to use against Deatra and make her hatred even more venom. All that venom she has towards Deatra is like, shit, that shit ain't healthy. That hatred you got towards Deatra ain't healthy. You didn't sleep with Tony Grant, like, damn. you like a stalker, you like a crazy person, and then you got that big ass afro one. I know you hot, I know you sweating, I know your scalp stinks. I'm just like, damn. So moving on from that, so they have that conversation. Deatra should have kept it to herself. Leah didn't say anything. She was like, well, the show must go on. We just got to keep moving. We just got to keep doing what we got to do. And, you know, so now everybody's getting ready to go to rehearsal. They get ready to go to rehearsal. Everybody's just sit there chilling as JD's daughters, as, you know, as Leah, as Christian, and it's actually Deatra. Christian's all in her feelings. She's all upset. She got the me mug on, like Tandy had, you know, later in the episode, because she's missing Jermaine and she can't believe this play is probably still going on without Jermaine, and she's feeling a certain type of way. And then, you know, one of the daughters says, oh, you know what, it's going to be all women, like it's all estrogen right now. And so if Jermaine was here, it would be, you know, it will be less estrogen. And so that's when, you know, Deatra was like, no, it wouldn't, because, you know, he'll tell you himself that, you know, he had a lot of estrogen, you know. So it was kind of a little bit of a shade. Kristen wasn't liking it. She didn't feel it. She looked at Deatra like she could have ripped her neck off, like, and she was upset about that. But she's in her feelings right now because she can't believe Jermaine got fired, and that was her road dog and her boy. But, you know, once she gets older, she'll realize, like, shit like this does happen. And when you at work and something goes down, if you want to keep your job, you keep your mouth closed and you keep rolling and you keep dealing with the situation. But if you want to take a chance, you get up, you speak up, and then maybe you might get fired. But, you know, but she doesn't look at what Jermaine was doing, because she's one of the people that was on Jermaine to learn his lines and chasing him down to rehearse and study and read their lines together. So then JD comes in, he's all excited, he's all happy, and he introduced the new cast member that's going to be playing Marvin, and it's Tony Terry, and he's a singer, he's cute, he looks good, he got a body, and he's gentleman-like, and he ain't down for the drama. He ain't in none of the bullshit so far. He ain't even trying to hear it. He's married. He got kids. Deatra's in the heat because, damn, he does look good. But I think she's just putting on for the cameras, because the cameras are on, and Deatra puts on for the camera. She likes the show for the cameras. But Tandy likes the real show. And so, JD introduced him, like, we finally get the show going, we finally got, you know, what is need, and this is a renowned actor, this and that, just giving him so much praise, and like, we can finally get started, we can finally get the show on the road. And JD is actually throwing shots at Jermaine throughout this rehearsal, and Christian's not feeling it. Like, she's feeling a certain type of way, and Tony Terry does his role is so good that Lee was like, I gotta step up my game and be better, you know, and everybody's looking like, yes, this is actually coming through. And so then you know, JD was like, you know, listen, now we can finally fill these seats, and we can finally put some faces on the posters. He said, now we got Tony Grant, we got myself, and we got Deatra Hicks. He didn't say Tandy, he didn't say Christian, and he damn sure didn't say Leah. He said them three. But also, JD did throw shade at, you know, Deatra when he was playing Miss Mary, when he said that, I wish I could have found somebody better than Deatra. It's like, JD be throwing shade. Oh my goodness, he be throwing shade. So then as they're leaving, you know, that's when Christian was like, you know what, you know, JD says there are problems, everything's okay. And that's when Christian was like, yo, why are you throwing shots at Jermaine? Like, why are you shading him because he's not here? Like, it's just too much what you just said, and now we can put faces on the posters and all this other stuff, like, and then you're talking about, you know, now you got real actors or whatever JD said, because he was actually throwing shade at Jermaine, really. And so JD was like, I can do whatever I want to do. This is my play. This is our play. play. This is y'all play. I can say whatever I want to say. I can say what I want to say about him. Like, don't take it personal. Then that's when the daughter jumped in and was like, what you say? And so Jermaine had to shut it down. I mean, JD had, I keep getting them confused. JD was like, we got to shut this down. You know, so Kristen, you know, got shut down, and JD shut down his daughters too as well. And so now the ladies, they enter into the van, and that Kristen is crying, and Deatra trying to comfort her. I was like, damn, Deatra, you gonna do that again? Last time you tried to comfort her, you almost got beat down by Tandy. So I don't know. And then Leah was trying to get at you too. So I would leave Kristen and her feelings alone. But, you know, Deatra was trying to comfort her and talk to her and try to make her feel better. Like, you know, the show must go on. Then Leah gave her a nice little speech. It was like, you know, we have to be professional. What you did was kind of unprofessional because, you know, now you're making Tony Terry feel some type of way, like, you know, you don't want him here because he's replacing Jermaine. And so, you know, Kristen, she gets it. She was like, oh, I'm upset. You know, I messed up. I shouldn't have did that. So she's actually taking heed to what Leah is saying. And so now she's going to move forward. And so all the ladies are going to get ready to go out for dinner. And so they go out to dinner, and, you know, later on they're going to get ready to go out to dinner. So then I was just like, damn. Kristen was sticking up for her road dog. She was sticking up for her homeboy. She went to go see Jermaine, and her and Jermaine, like, they road dogs, they friends, they like each other, they cool. So it's good that they really did build a bond. They really do have a friendship. So that's something also nice to have when you have when you at work and you find a friend. So it's all good. So anyways, everybody's just like, okay, and they're just trying to move forward, and, you know, they're going to start rehearsing and things like that or whatever. And so guess who walks in the house? None other than Tandy, the bombshell, big ass afro. She's down with a model on the leg rock. These fake afros. So she walks in the house and she gets to talk to Leah, and she finds out that Jermaine got fired. And then she also finds out what Deatra Hicks said about Jermaine being fired, and she don't like that. She was like, oh, let me be quiet, let me just shut up. And so, like, she's not feeling it. She was like, let me just keep my cool, whatever. So now they're all gonna get ready to go out to dinner. And so now they're getting ready to go out to dinner. All the ladies are there, and then Tony Terry, he arrives and everything. And, you know, Tandy got a mean mug on. She's just staring at Deatra. She says, oh, Tony, remember when we first worked together, we worked on this play, we did this, we did that, blah, 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 and all this other stuff. So she went down memory lane. So Deatra Hicks went down memory lane with Tony, and it was a really long story. And so Tandy was getting upset. She didn't want to hear about the 1980s. She don't want to hear about her past. She don't want to hear about Mother Teresa. She don't want to hear about nothing. She don't want to hear about brag about anything. And so basically she was like, she's going to go to the bar because, you know, she don't want to hear the Beyonce of the theater, the Beyonce. And so Deatra Hicks was like, I'm going to claim it. I'm going to take that. I'm going to take that. So, you know, Tandy, she gets up and she walks away. She don't want to hear nothing that Deatra has to say. And she's upset, and she's just like aggravated listening to her stories. Deatra could possibly let other people talk, and she could have possibly, you know, been better about telling her story. She could have told one story and moved forward. But, you know, Deatra does like to shine. She wants to reminisce. Like, these are things that she wants to do because she feels like a fallen star. Like, you know, she doesn't have that glamour life anymore, and she's not a star anymore. So she's reliving it. But Tony Terry, you know, he's been in the beginning too of the circuit with Deatra, and he's not going down memory lane too as well because he's a guy, and plus he's just trying to get to know what's going on with these ladies, because he probably already know there's drama with these ladies, and he's not staying in the house. He's staying somewhere else because he's married with kids. Deatra was like, his wife ain't gonna want him to stay in the house with these 3 women. And so then so they have that situation go on. So they eat or whatever, and Tandy comes back to the table. Like she made it a real big deal. Like, somebody should have just got in and was like, oh, let's talk about something else. Somebody could have possibly cut off Deatra Hicks and said, hey, the sky is blue. So what do you think about this part of the script? What do you think about what happened today on the stage? Somebody could have cut her off and stopped instead of letting her talk, because sometimes people will start talking and they won't stop because they think that you're interested. You got to let them know that you're not interested in a nice, proper way, and in a nice, respectable way. The same way that you would want respect, that's the same way you would treat somebody else with respect. But Tandy ain't hear it. She ain't here for this shit. Tandy's in a confessional. She's like, she ain't buying the shit with, you know, with Deatra and Leah. She thinks that Deatra is playing her, playing games with Leah and doing all types of dirty shit on the side, and she's gonna end up going back to her old stuff. And she does not believe in that, you know, Deatra Hicks has changed. Everything is all kumbaya, and she believes that Leah's been taken advantage of because she wants the kids to have a relationship. So it goes from there. So, you know, Tandi's not here for it. She's not here for it all. She doesn't want to hear anything that, you know, Deatra Hicks says. You know, like when you don't really like somebody and you can't stand them, and you're in a room with them, that you can't even hold it. You can't even hold it together. And it's just like she's been able, Deatra ain't doing nothing for Tandi to just be taken out of her element quick and fast, especially on TV. I know it's not a good look for her daughter. You know, I know she wants to set the best possible type of example, but she's going in too deep and in too far with the situation because, you know, Leah can handle herself. So now they all get back to the house, and it's just like, you know, Tandi is really not feeling Deatra at all. So now they're back to rehearsing. Genuine's back. Deatra's actually going to get a role where she can actually sing. So that's going to be cool. So she's going to be able to sing, do her thing, and she's going to get her little solo. So everything's actually going well. Everybody's happy that they are working with Tony Terry. All the cast members agree that he's great. He's excellent. He's making them work harder. He's a good addition. He's a great Marvin. He's picking up things. He's learning fast, and he's actually motivating them, and he's actually being a real leader of the team, even though he's not living with them. So now they're all getting ready to go to take pictures because it's time to promote the show. Everybody's taking pictures. It's fun. It's pretty. Deatra and, you know, Leah are like choking each other, playing around and things like that. Tandi's in the background. She's mean mugging. She's getting upset. She's boiling up like a teapot. She's like about to bust. She's upset. Like she wants an altercation. You know how some people that look for something to get mad, get upset with you about, so they can just go off. They're just looking for any little thing. Tick, tick, boom. Tick, tick, boom. That's Tandi. Tick, tick, boom. And so they do the pictures. The photo shoot goes amazingly. And then now it's time for them to go to church. They go to church. They started singing. Yes, Deatra Hicks took over. She's loud. She's obnoxious. That's just her personality. And you, like I was telling you guys, when she was at home, she likes to take over. She's loud, but she's not trying to hurt or trying to destroy or do anything wrong to anybody. And Leah understands her personality. So Leah said, I'm going to let her sing loud. I'm going to let her sing louder. She can sing as loud as she wants to, but I got that falsetto, baby. You know, and Leah is comfortable who she is, that she ain't worried about what Deatra is doing. As long as Deatra don't disrespect her or hurt her or try to use her or be mean to her, then, you know, Deatra Hicks is out the picture. But if she plays by the rules and she's respectful, then we cool, you know. So right now the church scene went well and went good. They get back to the house. You know, Leah said that she wanted to go out to eat. Deatra wanted to go out to eat too as well. Tandi is at home talking to Christian how she doesn't like, you know, Deatra. She can't stand her. You know, like she was a waitress to Jesus Christ. Like nobody want to hear her 1980 stories, her 1950 stories, and what I want to live in the past. Let's live in the future. Let's live into today time. So she's very annoyed, you know, and it doesn't seem like Christian or Leah is annoyed as Tandi is. You think Tandi would just be more happy. Genuine's back in the picture. He's smacking her butt. He was smacking her butt at the photo shoot. So they get back to the house. Leah and Deatra is about to get ready to go out to eat. Leah asked Tandi if she wanted to eat. Tandi was like, and then Leah comes in the room. I mean, then, you know, Deatra Hicks come into the room, and she was like, oh, and then it was like, oh, we're going out to eat or whatever. We're going to get some food. And then, you know, Tandi's giving, you know, Deatra the mean mug. She's being rude towards her. She's looking at her, you know, like she don't want to hear the story. She don't want to hear about the church thing. But before then, you know, Tandi was making fun of Deatra singing that like she can't sing, like she oversings, she overdoes it, she overkills it. And just making fun of her point blank and period. But, you know, Leah and Deatra started singing together, acting like church. And they was talking about who would have thought that we'll be both choking each other. And people would say, bitch finally got her. And they was all laughing and joking and singing their Jesus Christ songs and stuff like that. Tandi's upset. She's annoyed. She wants to eat. And she wants to make sure that Deatra does not go out with Leah to eat. So she calls a little scene with Leah. So Leah has to tell Deatra, hey, listen, you know, Tandi hasn't ate. She wants to go out to eat. But, you know, Deatra Hicks hasn't ate yet, and they have plans. And so, you know, Leah being appropriate and being an adult in a woman situation, she goes and she tells, you know, Deatra, listen, we're going to go out another time. We can't go out together because Tandi's on Tick Tick Boom, and, you know, she's not feeling the situation. Tandi's standing over there looking. She's waiting for Deatra to jump, to move, to say anything so she can get at her, because that's what Tandi wants to do. She wants to fight an old lady. Like, does that make any sense? Like, come on. Go get your mother. I know your mother taught you better manners than that. So anyways, you know, Leah was like, so as long as you're good to me, as long as you treat me right, as long as we stay in the boundaries, I'm going to be your friend no matter what. I'm going to have the relationship with you. I'm going to have a relationship with Tandi. Everything's going to be kosher. No problem. I'll talk to you later when I get back. And so that's when Deatra was like, okay, I'm gonna have to eat by myself. Yeah, you're gonna have to eat by yourself, Deatra. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. I think Deatra should have just let it go, because Leah was trying to calm down the situation, but Deatra's tired of walking on eggshells around Tandi, because Tandi's been nitpicking little things all through since before she left to Atlanta, and then when she came back from Atlanta. I think just Deatra should have just went into another room, got on the phone and ordered her some food to eat. But Deatra said, okay, I gotta eat alone. And so then Tandi's feeling a certain type of way about that. And Deatra said, you know what, I'm gonna call Diamond and tell her how our night was at church. And then that's when Leah was like, oh, that's when Tandi was like, oh, I'm not gonna have this, bitch. You better be careful. What are you talking about? Deatra said, who are you talking to? So then it goes down from there. Tandi's trying to reach and get her, calling her bitch, this and that. Deatra said, I can say what I want to say. I can say this, I can say that. Tandi's trying to get to her. Christian is standing in front of, you know, Deatra, trying to block her, make sure she don't get up. But Deatra was not trying to get up, because Deatra's not trying to get fired. She's not trying to lose her job. She already told us that this was her last chance, and so she probably wants Tandi to hit her, because then boom, Tandi and Jermaine be gone, and Tandi's trying to come after her. She goes outside, she comes back in, she goes, you trying me or whatever. It's like, damn, Tandi, like, you act like that, you know what I mean? But I guess Tandi feels like Deatra's trying to take advantage with the kids, saying the kid situation, so about Diamond, like she's trying to be manipulative and trying to guilt trip Leah. And so Tandi, you should feel bad that, like, damn, you're gonna stop two grown women going out to dinner because you having a temper tantrum, you acting like a child, you acting like a baby. That's not a character guys usually choose in women. So anyways, women that throw temper tantrums to get their way. And so they hold her back, and so Deatra is crying. And so then Christian, it was really nice to see Christian comfort Deatra, and because earlier, you know, Deatra had comfort Christian. So now we're gonna see what's gonna go on. It seems like it's gonna be lit. It seems like Deatra might leave, she might not leave. It's gonna be all types of shit going on, hiccups and nervous shit going on. We got the daughters, they gonna comfort Deatra. So it's gonna be lit. Peace. I'm out. One love.